Welcome to this look at a new mod map on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on Ratzinger Height. This is by Dandy, 883.29 megabytes download. There are 9 required mods which download automatically. There are custom crops, contracts are available. It says there are 20 collectibles, haven't come across one yet. I don't know if you can tell, I'll stop. There's no ambient sounds. I thought my sound had gone off my TV initially when I did my prep on this. As I turn around and we move, so you can hear the footsteps, but there's no wind noise, there's no birds. It really struck me that the absence of sound was a bit peculiar. Anyway, all that being said, I've added some money in. I've also leased a vehicle. You don't start with it normally. We'll get round to, when we get to the start farm, we'll talk about slot counts and stuff like that when we get there. Right, crop types. If we talk about crop types, it does say in the description, multi-crop fields and varied soil angles thanks to the Weekend Farmers map base for authentic ploughing, sowing and harvesting. So I'm not going to run through this all again. I've done it on multiple map tours now and it's becoming almost a standard. So summer wheat, summer barley. If we roll down towards the bottom, we then move into all the extra ones. So we've got winter wheat, winter barley, rye, triticale, spelt, silage maize, vetch rye, green rye, humus active, mustard, flowering catch crop, alfalfa, clover, field grass. So some of those are for silage work, some of them for grass work, turn into hay. The alfalfa, clover, and I think field grass well can be used for feed if you're making hay, silage, that kind of stuff. Flowering catch crops, and some of those are cover crops or crops you can use for silage harvesting. Same with the green rye, vetch rye, silage maize, all that kind of stuff. So that's, you know, that's, like I say, it's almost becoming a standard now. The map looks like this. If we go back up to the top and we go across to our farmland, we start with on new farmer. Why has it not done it? There we go. On new farmer, we start with this farm and field here. So this is the first plot. There are 7 farms. I'll show you on the wall in just a moment, which we're going to buy some up. Then I'll borrow some more money and we'll buy the rest of them up. We start with this field here. And I think we start with another field, to the north or to the south? Down here. We start with this field down here. Field prices. Now, it does say as well in the description that the actual, because this is based on a kind of real world area, it does say, ideally, it should be 90% grass and 10% cornfields. But it's been amended by Andy. So you've got more fields. But that being said, any of the grass fields, you can then, you know, you can cultivate them, plough them up, and then put a crop in if you want to. That, of course, is something anyone can do. We've got plots around the place for forestry. Like I say, the prices aren't crazy. They're, you know, again, about what you'd expect, I think. Not crazy cheap, not crazy expensive, so not bad at all. What we're going to do before I move on, I'm going to purchase, where are the plots I need to get first? This one here. Plot 89, we're going to buy that one. We're going to buy plot 88. That comes with a bit of forestry as well. As you can see, that's why it's a bit more expensive. We're going to buy that plot. And then we're going to come here to that one there, 99. We're going to buy that plot. How much does that leave me? 750. Then we're going to come across to 91. And we're going to buy that plot. Have I got enough to get the next one? I'm trying to think. There is a plot here, 92. We'll buy that. Just there, plot 90. We'll buy that. I hope I haven't missed one. We'll see as we go around. This is sawmill and forestry. You can buy the forest around all of that and a load of bit of land around that. But also you've got this here, 97. Now plot 100 as well, if I come right to the edge before I forget. If I click on there, you'll see it kind of lit up around the edges. It also lights up all the town bits. And that will cost you 37,043 if you want to buy Farmland 100, which is kind of the verges, the odds and ends and bits and bobs to allow for the addition of, you know, whatever you want to do, placeable, sell points, bits and bobs. If you want to do any fiddling around in the towns and things like that, you can. I'm sure I'm missing a plot somewhere. This plot, when I just bought that, also gets you this bit of land next to it, just so we're all kind of on the same page. I think that might be all of them. Like I say, we'll see when we get random. So that's the map. I said contracts were available, didn't I? I did, yes. So we start here. And if we come around the corner, oh, Ben's just there. Hello, Ben. Sorry. So vehicle shop, but no workshop trigger here. We've got electric charge point. This is the reset point for the map. There's our vehicle. I've leased that. That wasn't on the figures. And here's our information. So these are the 7 Hofs. This is the Hof down the bottom you start with on New Farmer. Obviously on Farm Manager and start from scratch, you won't start with that. And we've got the 6 additionals, which I'm hoping I did purchase all of. I did open this shed over here. The Steyr over there is decorative, although it shows on the map as being a vehicle. It's one of those ones you can't enter. It's just there to show this is sort of a vehicle shop which when we come off the road. We are going to take a slightly different route around as we go. Why do I think... Oh, yes, that's what I'm thinking. I've missed something. If we go into build mode, in addition to the 9 required mods, if we come into... There's nothing under sheds, I don't think, over and above. But under silos, you see it says Ratzinger height. We've got a couple there. Under silo extensions, we've got a couple of bits there. Ratzinger height. We have got under farmhouses a trigger there. What else have we got? Oh, under animals, we had under cows, we've got some, yeah, that one there. Under horses, we've got one there. Under sheep, wasn't any of the others. Sheep, we've got one there. And that was it for animals. If we come down to there, we've got a load of paint textures. I mean, absolutely tons of them. So as far as landscaping goes, matching things up, adding whatever you want to do, you shouldn't have a problem. If we come across to trees, we come down, we have got some trees added in down the bottom that say Ratzinger. And then plants as well. We've got a whole load of stuff added in under our plants under Ratzinger height. There you go. Let's jump into the vehicle. And let's get moving, shall we? I have to say, it does say in the description as well by Andy. This is Andy's first map or mod, so the first iteration of anything. And I have to say, it's good. It's and that's not in a patronising way. For a first, you know, I would be, if I was ever to do anything like this, I'd be terrified, you know. But it's. You know, I mean, I'm not saying there aren't any clunky bits anywhere. There might be floating trees and bits and bobs here and there. Often happens on maps. I haven't encountered anything which I've thought's been a bit, you know, the detail everywhere is really, really well done. Lime station just there. And there's lots of decorative stuff around all over the place. I guess that's what I say, 183 megabyte download, I suppose. And the slot count's quite high. And again, I suppose, because there's a lot going on the map. If we turn up this turning here, it's all the little bits of village, you know, it has a very sweeping feel to it, a very realistic feel to it. It's a very picturesque map. Quality work. If I'm going to turn in here. Now, this building just here, that's your spinnery. Actually, while we're here, actually, I'm going to say it twice. If we come across here, available on the map, bakery, big carpentry, Dolges, it's small carpenter. We've got the dairy, old mill, spinnery, and sawmill. Now these are, as far as I can tell, standard as far as production. There's nothing over and above added in on these. They are all fairly standard. And because the land we've purchased, we have got a few things now that we own that we didn't start with. These are all on various different plots as we go around, and you'll see as we get to those. So that's our spinnery. This is only, I'm going to go in this way because this was the best route round I could show. And I'll do what I always do. I'll show you on the map where we've been, where we are, what kind of feeling we have, you know, what that kind of thing. Which is all very lovely. So I'm going to come up onto this road here. So we can come up to our first farm plot. This is plot 89. Now this has a sell point. Fritzhoff sell point and David are up here. So the sell point is here anyway, but the farm is behind it. So if we look at the map here, this bit at the front, you don't own this bit of land. So there you've got your Fritzhoff and you've got David behind. This is what we've bought. You get this bit and you get this bit opposite as well. Which has got some other stuff on, which we'll see in just a moment. A lot of it is sheds and stuff like that. We have a cow barn and pasture here, which will do 108. Around the back of the building, we have got apple trees. As far as again, I haven't bought every single grass plot on the map, so I'm not saying there aren't more, but there could be. You've got these apple trees here, and if we come and click on this, this is kind of the apple fruit farm. So you've got this apple, an apple with manure, apple with seed and manure, apple with seed and solid fertilizer, apple and solid fertilizer without the seed. You've got various different productions you can run, put it all in, off you chug, and you can get apples out. Lovely job. Like I said, I haven't bought every single plot on the map, and as you can imagine, there are a lot. So are there any other apple trees, cluster of apple trees knocking about potentially? And if I have missed them, I do apologise. I can't say no for certain. But we've got shed space, silage clamp just there, and then the sell point for here is round on the bit side. There's David, and the sell point is just up here. So that's the Fritzhof sell point. We're going to go across the road to the other part of the farm. Stop there. So into the farm area here. We've got bale and pallet storage. This building here is your sleep and wardrobe trigger. So sleep trigger there, wardrobe trigger on the back. Just there. And then we have got in here, so it does say bale and pallet, I think it's 250. As far as I can tell, there's only one bale and pallet. And then over here, in this bit, we've got this. So this is your juice production. So when you buy the plot of land, you get this juice production with it. So you can make apple juice, grape juice, or raisins. So your grape processing unit, in essence, but adds in the apple juice as well from your apple trees, which you also have on our farm. And because it's a required mod, you can have more in if you want to. If you want to make this a, you want to go proper apple-y, you can. Right, across the way, just over there, is our next farm plot that we purchased, and that's plot 88. Just thinking, can I just cut across the grass? We might be able to just cut across the grass. Absolute savages. Let's just stop here for a second. Sleep and wardrobe trigger at this farm plot. Now this one has got a workshop trigger inside, and it's got bale and pallet storage. This building is 120 items for bale and pallet storage. So open that door up, workshop trigger at the back there, bale and pallets storage, and I think it puts the stuff up there. It might be bales only. I think it's bale and pallet. That's in this building. I think, just checking my notes, bale and pallet. Oh yeah, and then around the back here, we've got a barn with wood chip heater, which is this one here. Please open. Oh, let's open this one. Come into here. Manage production point. So there we go. Incoming wood chips, outgoing electric charge. And then there you go. That's where your wood chips go in, and then you set it off and running. So you've got a little mini heating plant on your farm for that, and the rest of it is all garage space, storage space, barn space, however you want to refer to these buildings. When does a garage become a barn? Must be something to do with size, mustn't it? Right, so back out from this farm. I'm going to head down the road to the next farm, which is plot 99. I have to say, I enjoy doing the first bit of prep I do when I do a map tour, because when you look at a map as the map, because on obviously, whoops, unlike map reading where you've got contour lines on the map, on these maps, of course, you don't. There's no contour lines. So you look at the map, and until you get onto the ground, you don't know what the relief is. You don't know what the the peaks and troughs and hills and valleys, what it looks like. And I have to say, this whole top section was not at all what I imagined. You'll see when we go over there. It's I don't know why it seemed more stark on this map than any one I've encountered before. So this is plot 99. At plot 99, we've got a little cow barn here for 7 cows, just there. Round behind that, we've got a small glass greenhouse tucked in. Just there. We've got a chicken run just here. This one will do 70 chickens. If we come round here, we've got liquid manure storage, slurry, manure heap extension, etc. This is bale and pallet storage. You can't actually go, you can't open those doors. You can't go into that building. And if we come around the front here, so same as that other building pretty much. We've got workshop trigger just there, wardrobe trigger just there. We went past the sleep trigger on the side. But this farm comes with this. We get a little, I don't want to say the word. I don't want to say it. I'm not going to say it. Begins with A. Small, we get this small bakery. So flour and rice flour in, and this one just makes bread, not bread and cake. You've got a small bread bakery here on the farm as part of it. And there's your sleep trigger just there around the side. Well made and detailed, lovely. From here we are going to go, got to make sure I take the correct turning, carrying on along here. We're going to take the next right, watching out for pedestrians as we go. Down here. See what I mean? It's the detail and everything as well. The roads aren't all the same. Some bits have got cracked paving, so it has a good feel to it. So here we've got Walter knocking about just there, and we've got the small carpenters which you can purchase and run carpentry. Now the main vehicle shop didn't have a workshop trigger, or not one that I could find anyway. The workshop is here. So this is a kind of vehicle maintenance area. There's your workshop trigger here. But the reset point is at the other one. Now we've got a little bit, and this is what I wasn't expecting. I don't know why, I suddenly thought, whoa, the map kind of drops away. I didn't realise we were at, I mean, we are kind of at a high point, but the whole map falls away from us, which is kind of cool. Look. Isn't that nifty? Anyway, it feels like a kind of ski resort when you get to this bit here. So we're going to turn here, because up here we have got AGH Barlen Lager. So this is basically a bale sell point, as you can see with all the bales and the baler there. And what we're going to do is we're going to be a little bit naughty. Let's back up a little bit. Apologies for the crops. This was kind of the best route I could work out without going miles back on ourselves. So we'll follow this up here. We should come out to a track just here. So following this track along will take us to plot 91. What's that, the fourth farm we've done? Yep. When we get there I'll show you on the map where we are and where we've been, just so it all makes more sense. You can marry up what you're seeing on the ground with what the map looks like. So if we stop just here, so we are currently at this location. So we started here at the vehicle shop, we went out there and out past the lime station spinnery, we then cut across the grass onto this road, we did this farm here and the other bit across the other side of the road, we went across the grass to this farm here. We came down and followed this one and we did this farm here. It's got the little bakery. That was the one that had the apple juice factory on it. That one's got the heating bit on it. We then came along there, small carpentry, water and vehicle shop. Then we came all the way down here to the store. And then what we did was drove up here along the side of this field till we got to this track. Followed this track along and we are now currently here. Now when you buy this plot of land, you do get the items here which you've got triggers, but you do get all these bits of land here as well, which you've got sheds and barns and storage space. So there's a lot going on here. So whilst you get all these houses as well, over there, we'll drive past those in a minute, we've got some sheds and storage space knocking about. Now, if we come up to here, horse pasture for 16 horses, just here. So this is the horse farm. Up here, this is our sleep and wardrobe trigger. So this is the farmhouse. And then just over here, as far as I can tell, there are two bale and pallet storages. Because we've got this one here, it says open storage dialog. And then this one here does the same thing. Then you got open storage dialog. I'm going to open the door here. Just inside the door, it came up bottom left. Where was it when I backed up? Oh, did they go? Oh, we were just there. There you go. Bale and pallet storage 250. So you've got this one here and that one there. So I'm assuming there are two here. 250 items. So bale and pallet storage, sleeping wardrobe trigger, and horse stables just there, and then all the rest of the buildings that come with it. Fair bit of space. Now, that is an animal pen, actually. Hang on. We get that, don't we? Yeah, that's part of the land. We click on that. Do that. Then do that. That's interesting, because that looks like it's got a little... There's no triggers shown on there, though. Curious. Anyway, from here, we are taking... There's a track. Is it along here? Please go the right way. Oh no, I've gone the wrong way. Did I go the wrong way? I did. Came out of the farm in a different direction. It's all good. There's a little track I was supposed to take. When I came out of there, I should have turned left. And then right, there we go. So, this little track here. Find the signs. That was me this time. I know if I want to do map tours, I'll find signs on the ground. So look, that wasn't me. That's all me. Sorry. Yoink. Right, right hand fork. Yep, not left. Following this track will bring us around to the sawmill and Noah. There's a lot of elevation change on this map as well, which is pretty cool. So sawmill and Noah are just here. We looked at the productions menus already. Nice bit of detail as well going on with the little cranes and stuff. I mean, you can't use them, but it's nice to have the detail there. And we've already looked to see you can buy the forestry all around this as well. If we follow this track along, we come to the next farm plot, which was plot 90. And this was the one that I said was split as well. We've got a few split farm areas. So, sleep and wardrobe trigger. Sleep trigger, wardrobe triggers around the other side. What did this one have as well? Checking my notes. Did this have bale and pallet storage? Or was it a silo? Oh no, I think it was bale and pallet storage here as well. Yep, bale and pallet storage 250. So that's the first part of the farm. So we're here. And then the other part of the farm is just over here. So we'll whiz round and we'll go up to that. On this bit, this is the goat farm. It's a sheep and goat pasture, but it has goats in it. So this is the goat farm. And there's also a buildable construction zone site up here. Could probably get into it from the back end, but we'll go out onto the road. The views are tremendous. I have to say, what is cool is looking down from the car park towards the start farm is the image that's on the start of the map, which I'm assuming is taken from a real world. It looks like a real world image. So you can see your goats either side. I'm wondering with that other pen, when we put horse, when I said about that pen, it looked like I had a thing in it, whether when you put horses in it splits them and puts them. It's hard to tell. Anyway, so goats here. We already have 35 out of a potential 120 in the pastures around the side here, and we've got this construction bit here. Now, somebody that knows more about, I assume German, that says Austrogsheisel, is it? I looked up online and couldn't find a translation for that, but it's a buildable basically. See over here the things that it requires, and it will build a thing. I assume a house, judging by the image. So that's your next farm. That's plot 90, goat farm. And I think from here we are heading to the main farm, the start farm. So this turning on the left is the turning that will take you up to the vehicle shop where we started. So we're coming past the vehicle shop and we're kind of heading down now from the heights Ratzinger Heights. Down to the Ratzinger Lows. I don't know. So, stop there. So as you can see, I like the way this is nice as well. On most of the farms this has been the same as well. The way the side clamps are built into the landscape as well. Let me just double check this, because there were... Yeah, there are silage bales lined up here. There's a load of silage bales over there. So you do start with a load. I had those on my notes. And silage clamps already built in here as well, which is pretty cool. Equipment and machinery. If we open up this one here. This is all mostly grasswork stuff, because I suppose most of the fields around being grass, I guess what the area is known for. So we've got our windrower, forage wagon, tedder, mowers, front loader gear and Fendt just there. Sleep and wardrobe trigger, well, the wardrobe trigger is this side. If we come around the side of the barn house, farmhouse, sleep triggers this side. Chickens, we start with some at the start of farm, 24 out of a potential 78. We've then got in here, again, as far as I can tell, bale and pallet storage. There's bales, and there's a storage bit up the top. So I think bale and pallet storage there. I'm not sure how many though. Cows, we do start with 30 out of a potential 80. In here we have got a feed mixer, and we've got a slurry spreader as well here with our liquid manure tank. So slurry spreader just there. If we come in and around here, the animals do already have feed. This is, again, I think bale and pallet. We might have two bale and pallet storages here. So you've got the thing up there and a thing down here. Tucked away here, we've got a weeder, we've got a plough, we've got a tash fun, winch, seeder. And then round here, we've got a silo, which also words, already has some barley and wheat in it. Now I couldn't find out or work out what the capacity was. I don't think it's a multi-fruit. I checked with the trailer. I think it's standard crop types. If we go into build mode and I come down to my cows, this building here is the one. No, not that one. That one. If I swing that around, that looks exactly the same building, doesn't it? Looks exactly the same. And if you look at the description for that, it says a place to keep your cows. The pasture of this building can be customised. And it says 80. Doesn't mention the silo. Doesn't mention the capacity of the silo. I checked under silos, silo extensions, farmhouses. So there is a silo. It will take crop types, but I'm not sure what the capacity of that silo is. If we come out the other side of here. Slurry point just here. Milk point was just around the other side we saw. Cut a bit small, front loader gear, and then like I said, we've got some silage bales. We don't start with any other bales as far as I can tell. It was just those. So that is the start farm on New Farmer. Slot count then. On New Farmer it's 1,964. On Farm Management Start from Scratch it's 1,892. You don't have any of the equipment and machinery. Talking of equipment and machinery, if we go into here and down to there, under Ratzinger Height, this is added in. Not sure why, but that's added in under Ratzinger Height as well. So you won't start with any equipment machinery. Now, what I didn't do, which I often do on map tours, is I will try and get the slot count down by removing buildings and stuff. Because there are 7 farms with tons of stuff, and a lot of the stuff like the silage clamps are built into the hillsides and things, I haven't tried. I would imagine you can get the slot count lower. Again, as always, my advice would be save your game first, make your changes, try and do the things you want to try and do. If it doesn't work, you can always come back out again, but make sure you've got your auto save turned off. You don't want your auto save turned on. That could be bad. Next we've got plot 92, which is actually this plot here, which I probably should have turned down into. Plot 92 has got, again, a load of sheds and buildings, so we've got a lot of shed space off to the right. To the left, a repeat of the building we've seen a few times now. So inside that shed there, you've got a workshop trigger, bale and pallet storage for 120, sleep and wardrobe trigger out here on the front. And then from here, we're going to go back onto the main road. A little bit further along, we've got the bakery. So that's the main bakery on the map if you want to purchase that and run it to production. And then we come along here. I'm looking for a turning on the right. Yeah, so the map picture, or the picture on the main thing for the game, the map, starts up, looks from the hillside down past the main farm, and you can see the church, and then it looks out towards the coast. Because this does say it's on the Bavarian coast. It did say something in the description, didn't it? It says near the beautiful Chiemsee, the Bavarian Sea. Yeah, so the Bavarian Sea. We can't actually go to the edge of that because the map edge is coming up rather rapidly. Map edge is just past there. That's a nice thing on this map as well. It feels like it does go on a lot further than it actually does. Next up, we've got the hotel sell point. There's an electric charge station here as well, somewhere. But it's showing it, so that's your hotel sell point. From the hotel, we're going to continue heading down into the open countryside, as you can see. Give it the beans. To the animal dealer, which is just here. Now these two animal pens are showing on the map as animal pens, but only for the purpose of... Oh, is that collectible? Spoiler alert, look away. Oh, no. That's weird, I thought it might be. Okay. Anyway, yeah, the animal pens are shown on the map, but they are for the fact that it's the animal dealer. Now, just in the garden here, we have Katie. Just there. I think she's waiting to play on the trampoline, in all honesty. Just waits for people to go. Up here, we have got our manure purchase point. Just there. Just down to the right, we have got our liquid manure purchase point. Just there. We've got our sell point for the animal dealer just here. And then we've got our animal dealer point for buying and selling of animals just here. Well, I'll say with a couple of pastures out the back as well. That is your animal dealer. Probably wouldn't hurt actually. Let's have a look. So, from the start farm, which was, where were we? I've lost me here. Just here. From the start farm, because we came out and along to the start farm, we came down here to this plot, across there past the bakery, hotel and electric charge station, followed this all the way down here to the animal dealer, and now we're going to head west. Go west, my son. Right. Quite literally. Right. I'm looking for a turning on our right coming up as well, because we're going to be coming to the map edge very shortly as well. Again, you can't really tell, but yeah, we're not far off the map edge. Too busy looking at the map. Here's our turning. We take a left just before this little bridge. I like it a lot. It's really well made. Really well made. Coming up on our right, we've got the old mill sell point. Just there. To our left, we've got the big carpenters production for purchase. Now from here, what I will do is I'll show you airborne and on the map. So we're currently here, and I came out here, I looked and I thought, oh hang on, there's another plot there, plot 86. Now number 86 isn't showing as one of the 7 farms on that poster painting that's all out up at the vehicle shop. If you buy this, you don't get any triggers, nothing comes up. That being said, if we come out and we go airborne from this and we follow this road round, which brings me to, where are we? Here. This is the plot. So come down this track here, And you do have all of these barns and buildings, and you do have these silage clamps built into the hillside. So it is a farm, but it doesn't have anything on it trigger-wise with regard to sleeping wardrobe triggers or anything like that. So there is a plot available to purchase, but it's, yeah, not that it's not relevant, you know what I mean? So, back down here, and we're going to go that where I turned left at that bridge, we're going to go over it to plot 86. Did I buy plot 86? Oh no, that was the one we just looked at. That was airborne. I'm just checking my notes. That might be all the farms actually. So, whoa, sorry about your crops. So we're kind of heading up into the middle of the map now. Coming up, we have got the warehouse, so your pallet purchase point. It's just to the left there. We've got gas station, just there. And then round behind that, we've got a sell point. This is the AGH Lager House sell point just here. So, like I say, from where we were there, we're going back along to that bridge, crossed over. We're now kind of coming up right into the middle of the map. We're going to follow that around, then that'll bring us back round to the main road here, which we came down from the start farm and swept round. So, yeah, we've kind of been all the way around the outside and swept into the middle. And the final location we're going to come past is the dairy. The dairy is a production, not just a sell point. There you go. So here's our dairy just here. And again, we did look at the production, so we know what we can do there. And then following this through the town brings us back to the main road. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the map. Ratzinger Heights by Andy. I hope you found all of this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.